Hello, this is yours truly, Charles Prosper, your consistency success coach. And in this installment, I want to talk about something that most of us already know intuitively. And that is what my daughter said when she was, I think, maybe about 11 or 12 years old. You must go through equal suffering for equal greatness. And I want you to think about that. And the reason is that to achieve an important goal usually involves obstacles, resistance, and problems. And in the process of being consistent in moving forward to achieve this goal, you have to be willing to suffer the pain of change and transformation into becoming the person that you have chosen to be. And this pain of change involves passing through the fires of discipline, which is a temporary purging of your errors and misguided thinking and inertia to evolve and become that person that you are destined to be. So let's take a look at this installment and see what is to be said about the willingness to suffer initially in order to become great in your quest of consistency to your most important goal. Okay, let's take a look.
Hello, my friend. I want to talk about a facet of consistency that most of us don't want to face. Consistency, the secret of consistency, is the willingness to suffer the pain of change. Now, there's a reason why only, say, 5% of any large population of 1,000 people or more are the ones who will be consistently successful. That's just the way life is. That's just the way the world has always been set up. It's always the minority of people who do the majority of change, of positive change for the world. And there's got to be a reason why the most consistent people are in the minority. And I'm going to tell you why, as I started out in the beginning. Consistency is based on the willingness to suffer the pain of change. Now, everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die, is really the bottom line of all of this. If you have a why that's big enough, the inconvenience and the discipline that you have to go through to develop the kind of consistency that will lead you to really huge, satisfying, and self-realizing goals will be your impetus to continue to go forward. You see, the thing is that consistency requires something initially that's called discipline. And discipline is difficult because with discipline you have to go in the opposite direction of a resistance that's keeping you where you are. What is keeping you where you are is your comfort zone, which is a state of inertia that allows you not to move forward. In the moment you attempt to break through your comfort zone and to move forward, you experience painful resistance in the form of discipline. Now, The good news about discipline is that discipline is only a temporary experience. Discipline is only discipline in the beginning of your quest to achieve an important goal or to realize a mission that you have in your heart through consistency. The reason is that as you continue to move forward through the pain, through the discomfort of breaking through your comfort zone willingly and openly ready to suffer this change, you find that discipline dissipates and disappears over time, and usually, I would like to say, within 30 to 40 days, you will find that what was once disciplined and difficult is now a natural, integrated part of who you are, and is now something that you do naturally and easily and joyfully, because now it is a part of who you are. So to get to that point where you're doing something consistently, joyfully, and effortlessly, you have to be willing to suffer, to allow yourself to be crucified of your old stagnant self in order to resurrect out of it like the phoenix out of the ashes into the new you who is evolved and is doing those things that allow you to self-realize and achieve the goals that you have in your heart. So, the willingness to do whatever it takes, the willingness to suffer the pain of change is the key to becoming consistent. Consistent people are courageous. Consistent people are not cowards. Consistent people do not run away from the discomfort of discipline that must face each and every person as they become successful. If you have a why that's big enough, you'll be willing to go through the pain of change. If it is because you want to see a better life for your family, for your children, for your wife, it is because you want to see a better world for those who are around you, the humanity of the world who you know that you can serve with the talents that you have. If this is a great vision that you have, it will be above any of the pain and discomfort that you go through, that you will willingly go through in order to achieve this goal. And as you willingly go through it, the pain dissipates, disappears, and turns into joyful realization of becoming the new you. This is a transition that all of us must go through when achieving important goals. As my daughter once said, the greater the suffering, the greater the achievement. And she said this when she was like maybe 12 years old. And this is true. So that if you are willing to do whatever it takes, and if your why is big enough, and if you know that discipline is only temporary, you will be willing to suffer the pain of change to realize the person, the great person who is waiting for you to become on the other side of discipline. So that's my message for today. And remember, consistency is not for cowards. It's only for those who are courageous. If you consider yourself of the courageous, you will find yourself to be among the great ones. So as I always like to say in all of my messages to you, stay consistent and be successful.
Okay, I hope you got it now that to achieve any important goal is not going to be easy, because if it's important, by the very definition of important, will probably indicate that there will be obstacles, setbacks, and challenges that you'll have to overcome. And part of the challenge that you will have to overcome is your own resistance to change, your own resistance to break through inertia and to withstand the pain of becoming and evolving into a new person. As my daughter once said, I think she was like maybe 12 years old, you have to go through equal suffering for equal greatness. And I think this is true. So, before we go, I would like to invite you to become a member of our family of consistent minded people at the Prosper Consistency Success membership site, where, amongst the benefits that you will receive, be assigned to an accountability partner, or rather, an accountability partner will be assigned to you who will help you stay focused, laser focused, and on task until you achieve your goal, as you will be assigned to a member to help that member stay focused until they achieve their goal. Additionally, there will be live coaching calls where you can call in and get answers to any of your many possible problems and challenges as you may face along your path to becoming more consistent until you achieve your goal. So, without further ado, I'd like you to go right now to www.consistencysuccesscoach.com, and you will be glad that you did. Also, I would like to invite you to help me reach more people with the message of how to become consistent to achieve their goal. Therefore, if you truly enjoyed and liked this video, I ask that you just smash that like button and give me a like. This helps me reach other people through the promotion of the channel to help them as well to become consistent to achieve their goal. And if you would like to receive regular installments to your mailbox by being notified, I would suggest that you subscribe, and you will receive notifications upon the release of every new video on consistency that I produce. So, as I always like to say before I leave you, stay consistent and be successful.